What what's up everybody? It is Billy Briz back at it again with another Thursday night football video. This video is presented to you by Pub Sports Radio. Currently having a little bit of computer chat today. Sorry about that. Try to get that straightened out before the weekend. But let's talk about this slate a little bit right here. First comes we're gonna Rivers. I'm kind of leaning more towards the Razor Sharp picks because I know he had his video out talking about the under in this game, and I do think that is true. I think this is a very run heavy type of game here. So if we look at Ryan Tannehill's stats, type of game scenarios really tight. See that Ryan Tannehill's floor is kind of comparable towards Philip Rivers, but they're in two different price ranges here. I'm kind of more inclined to go to Philip Rivers if I'm picking a quarterback here for a single entry type of lineup. I think both quarterbacks are viable. Obviously, and maybe a touchdown or maybe two touchdowns. It depends on what the Colts really try to do here. I think this is going to be a very slow-paced game. Both of these teams don't really snaps per game. But Philip Rivers, even though he's looked really bad, man, of this year, just in general, I still think he gets the job done here. It's kind of going to be hard to really highlight the pass catchers you want from the Colts team. So I'm just going to take the quarterback from it. The Colts are doing a lot of weird things at all the positions right now. As we talk about that, let's talk about the running back boy for this video. One of the high ceilings on the slate. The only problem here in this situation is the Colts defense is actually, they have a pretty good stout run defense here, but I don't think that is an indictment on Derrick Henry. I know he's week 7, but I think this is a really good spot for Derrick Henry here. Being a very high-scoring game. So if it's not a high-scoring game, that means Derrick Henry's controlling the clock here, and the Titans are playing with a lead. And I do like Derrick Henry here. I think he's the best play on the slate. And then talking about the Colts running back situation here, I thought he would get a full bell cow workload after Marlon Mack went down week 1, and we saw that happen. Him and Jordan Wilkins are really splitting down these rushing attempts. So no play here on the Colts running back situation. That's the reason why I'm kind of leaning towards more Philip Rivers than anything else, because I don't really know what to expect from this Colts running back situation. Jonathan Taylor should be the pick, but he's not the pick. His usage is really concerning me right now. From Wilkins here, I got a special spot my heart here. So I do like Jordan Wilkins, but at 5,400, I kind of like the receivers around that same exact price range. Just a couple of receivers led the team in rushing attempts last week, and man, he had 2 targets last week too, so that's kind of cutting into Nyheim Hines' workload also as well. I like Jordan Wilkins as a real life player, but I think it's about what the Colts have been doing here, and the running back situation is very murky. But he hasn't really even been used in the passing game too much. But last week, I thought he would get used in the passing game with T.Y. Hilton being out, but he only got 3 targets for 2 receptions and 20 yards. I thought that was pretty interesting. Philip Rivers likes to deep and dunk down to the running back position. But my favorite wide receiver on the slate is obviously going to be from that injury. I'm not going to pull up his stats here. Told you I've been having technical problems today. Really weird. AJ Brown here on this slate. I think he's vibe injury. And I think that was only like a 1 or 2 week injury. And then when we talk about the other wide receivers on the slate, like Corey Davis, I think Corey Davis is more of a fade here. I know Adam Humphries is out and Corey Davis is going to garner some ownership here, but I kind of think that's more of a GPP fade for me here for Corey Davis. I just don't like what I've been seeing here. And Corey Davis, I know he's been playing better this season, but I feel like that Corey Davis, Jonnu Smith back to back right there. Those are just two players that I'm going to be fading on this slate. If the Colts rank number 1 for tight end defense this season. So Jonnu Smith, I don't think this is the game that he gets in for that sneaky touchdown. I think the more interesting question here is if you're going to go with is at a higher price than T.Y. Hilton, and that's deservedly so. He's had a safer floor this season than T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton's been looking like dust of recent. And if I had to, I think Zach Pascal is going to be a better play on FanDuel. I can't really pull up the FanDuel stuff. I don't know why, but pulling up FanDuel today has been crashing my computer. But on FanDuel, they're at the same exact price. And I think it's $8,500 I think it's $9,500. They're the same exact price. And on FanDuel, I'll be more inclined to go with Zach Pascal because he's going to garner lower ownership than T.Y. Hilton. Actually, I don't know. You don't know with that. I'll make sure to look at the ownership. But if I had to make a guess, I think T.Y. Hilton, a lot of people are going to remember there at $8,700. And I think that's a good on option out of the Colts passing game here is going to be trade night. Not a lot of bets for me tonight. I'm going to tell Razor on the under in that game. Make sure you check out his video and the horse racing live stream later on tonight. And I'm a really mark down Trey Burton. I'm interested to see what his touchdown prop. I kind of want to see how these injury news. Mo Alley Cox, he led the tight ends last week, but I don't know if he's going to be playing. I think he's in concussion protocol. And then Jack Doyle, we already know that he's out here. So I locked in Trey Burton over 2.5 receptions. And then I played the over 24.5 yards. I crushed that prop also as well. Put like a unit and a half down on that one. I just feel like Trey Burton here in an ugly type. I think this is going to be an ugly Thursday night football game. I think the under is going to hit. And if the under hits here, I think it's going to be a lot more running backs and tight end usage here. And you know how Phillip Rivers loves to use the tight ends. So that's the reason why I really lean towards Trey Burton here out of the Colts side of the passing game. And then when it comes to receivers for the Colts, I kind of like Michael Pittman Jr. a little bit more than Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson led the team last week in receiving yards there. So, but I kind of like the rookie here, Michael Pittman Jr. He's been kind of getting acclimated into the offense since his injury here. And we already know that Adam Humphries is out. So we'll move down the pricing range a little bit here. I think this is a viable slate for the kicker position. If you want to go with Gostkowski, the former New England 10-year kicker there, or you can go with Blankenship, roll with the kicker with the goggle glasses. Kind of like going there. I kind of think this is the type of slate, though, that you can kind of pick a cheaper wide receiver in this price range and kind of get more out of it, or a defense in this price range. I kind of like the defenses in this spot. Which one do I lean towards? I'll probably lean towards the Titans because I know Noodle Arm Rivers is always viable for a pick. Yeah. So we moved down a little bit more in the price range. When it comes to with Adam Humphries out, Raymond was he got an uptick in snap percentage there, so he looks like the Adam Humphries replacement. While I don't think Tannehill is going to target him as much as he targets Adam Humphries, I kind of like Khalif Raymond here. Also a viable option would be Jeremy McNichols. If the Tennessee Titans do find themselves in a passing game situation, we're going to see Jeremy McNichols a little bit more on the field. Lewis type of role. If you remember, Deion Lewis used to be on this team. So I kind of look towards as Jeremy McNichols as a pass catch of $300 because I think he can get maybe 5 to 8 DK points here. And then if you're looking for a super Jeremy McNichols would probably be the deepest that I go, but with Deontay Foreman there, he was supposed to be the Texans starting running back since he got drafted, but he always got hurt. So maybe Foreman's actually a good running back, and we don't just know it yet. And maybe that's why Jeremy McNichols didn't really play last week. But maybe first there, what I'm playing on the slate tonight. The 3-player prop bets that I'm going to give you tonight, I'm playing over 2.5 Trey Burton receiving yards, over 24.5 receiving yards Trey Burton, and anytime touchdown prop for King Hammer here in the spot. Since I couldn't pull up FanDuel, my favorite FanDuel lineup tonight, Trey Burton in the flex with A.J. Brown and Zach Pascal with $0 remaining. It would be pretty interesting to see if that's a chalky type of build or not. That's the reason why I got Zach Pascal in over T.Y. Hilton. But I think that is the end of the video. Make sure you check out Pub Sports Radio. And if you're looking for a book, use my bookie.ag promo code Pub Sports Radio, and make sure you check out the live streams later today. We have the Bellator live stream that's going to run right into the Thursday night football game. So hopefully I answered your questions, Dr. Sanjay, and make sure you follow me over on Twitter at Getting Bills, aka Billy Briz. Got the Mecca going on this week. Shout out to Mr. I think this is a really good week for the Mecca. We got a lot of it. It is an underdog type of slate, but I think their advantage is going to be on this slate because I think we're going to have some very public chalky underdogs that I don't know if I'm going the other way, but that's for another day and another video for UFC. Make sure you follow me over on Twitter at Getting Bills. Make sure you check out Pub Sports Radio. Make sure you check out the episodes that we have on there. Everything for MMA, NFL, and we got some other stuff going up over there, like culture type of things and stuff like that. But at Getting Bills, I'm out of here.